think this is episode 18 of a Marine Biologist Plays Subnautica 2 Early Access. I think. Maybe. I'll figure that out. Welcome. We're back. Okay. We are back. We're gonna build a base today. I'm so excited. I started playing earlier in real life today, as I assume. Also, here somewhat soon, I will have to go and feed the cat, who is currently staring at me in deep anticipation. Alright, I went back to our other base, because I had to grab some things.
Welcome aboard.
Hello? Can you leave? Okay. Looks pretty clean today, wow. It looks smooth. She looks nice today, baby. And I also have these. Nice. So, it gets court real quick. It's like 2 minutes, or like a minute and a half or something. But the catch is that I don't think it gives you that many. But it does it fairly quickly. So that's nice. But yeah, I really want us to be able to get some eggies this episode too. I really hope the deep wing brooders come by, but we're going to our other base, so I don't know if we're gonna see them. I don't know, friends. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. And it's time! So how many did I get? 3. So it's like between 2 and 3. Which is better than nothing. For sure. That is for sure. Yes, we're playing Subnautica 2. Hello everyone in the chat.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you all are here. Welcome. Okay. What am I doing? I have no brain power left. Put these in there. And then yes, take that with me. What else do we need to make a metal farm? Oh, the axon bacteria. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Good question, Brooke. There it is. Okay. We'll take those with us. I'm just gonna put them
Welcome aboard.
here for safekeeping. You. Fantastic. And let's switch out our batteries. Because we need to switch out a couple batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably? Alright. Load. Oh, I could've just loaded it. Whatever. Load. Load. Just load it. Alright. Nice! And then I can put all of these in there. We have way more batteries at our other base. Yeah. I was hopeful maybe the deep wing brooders would stop by. Definitely, I gotta see him. You gotta see him. I'm loving this game so much, I'd even do another base building episode here because we got some stuff to fix. I mean, was there like a mini hotfix update or something? Because it's looking so much better. I don't know. But I need to fix this for sure. And there's plenty of other things we can be adding. And then of course we have to add the all glass corridors. So I want the deep wing brooders to come, but because I want them to come, they won't. You all know exactly how that goes. Alright.
Seek
fresh water intake.
But over time, we will be able to get enough quartz that we can make all of our glass corridors over here. Hello, friends. There's a lot happening in the
Welcome
chat.
aboard.
Let me check it out. There. There. See, we're gonna slowly make our way to getting enough quartz. Okay. I'm gonna take this Chermoya Chutney and this. And that should be good. Let me check the chat. Hello! Chat. Hello, Zeph Satar. People are saying the World Cup is messing with their sleep schedule. Hi, Boy Got Bagels. First time catching a stream, but I've been following along on YouTube. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you. Welcome. We made it to a base building episode. It's been super funny for me as somebody that lives in the US to watch everybody come to the US for the World Cup and experience everything. Particularly in the South, because I have lived many years in the South. It is very funny to watch people come and experience everything for the first time, like ranch dressing. Which, like, ranch dressing is fine. I don't use it on salads. Sometimes it's nice to have with pretzels, but I don't know. I'm just like kind of wandering because I'm tired. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. I'm like wandering because I'm tired. / like, oh, what if they show up? The deep wing brooders, but they're just not gonna do it. We might just have to have another episode where we work on this base. And get one last deep wing brooder experience in because I want it really bad. There we go. I know people want me to go back to Dave the Diver, but I'm having such a fun time at Subnautica and I don't want it to be over. I'm not ready. Ranch is a mystery and I think it should stay that way. Fair enough. Fair enough. There was something else that I saw, like, people from Europe. I am aware that Europe is not just a country. There are many countries in Europe. But people from European countries broadly, going to Buc-ee's for the first time. Let me tell you, Buc-ee's is an experience. I have been to Buc-ee's. I have made videos that are like jokes about Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is overwhelming. You go in there and you are immediately hit with the most intense smell, and it's not a bad smell. It's not a bad smell. It smells good. It's just very overwhelming, and there's also so much stuff. It's huge. It's a gas station, but they also have like a bunch of food. They have a bunch of clothes. I have a Buc-ee's beanie. Hat that I need to wear more often. I have seen like Buc-ee's shirts. They got Buc-ee's sweaters. There's so much Buc-ee's. They must have done a hot fix. This looks great. Of course, we're going to see what happens when we get over to the big base. It's been laggy because it's kind of big. They have very clean bathrooms, though. I will say that. So you like go into like your own stall that you can lock. Some of them have their own. Some of them have their own like hand washing stations in there. Okay, everybody's just out and about right now. Hey. But yeah, Buc-ee's in general tends to be very clean. And they have good price gas, so I like Buc-ee's. It's just a lot. Sometimes I specifically will skip it if I'm on a trip that there's a Buc-ee's because it's so overwhelming.
Welcome aboard.
A lot of their food too, like has, you know what, while I'm here and I have a platform, this has nothing to do with marine biology, but whatever. This is like my podcast. I can talk about what I want. So while I'm at it, there are a lot of foods in the US that even those of us that are from the US think have too much sugar. Or that they're like not great for you, or like it tastes like too much like salt or too much like sugar. And so some of the stuff in Buc-ee's to me, like the couple of things that I've tried, like they don't have any other flavor other than sweet. And when I want like a little treat, I want to have a complexity of flavor, but I also bake. But I want to be able to taste multiple flavors of things. And some of the things are just like straight up sugar. It's just not fun. But to each their own. But yeah, there's certain things that are like popular or whatever that it's just straight up sugar. I've heard about caramel cookies. I've never had them. But they
Welcome
taste like
aboard.
Play-Doh, and that they probably just taste overwhelmingly sweet to me. But I haven't had them, so I can't say. Okay. Oh, let me get quartz. I like to have a complexity of flavors when I'm eating food. I would say I'm a foodie. I like to eat food. Food's good for you. Your body needs it. There is, though, to me, nothing worse than like getting a tomato soup, for example, and the only flavor that you have is salt. And I'm like, no! Tomato soup can have such wonderful, complex flavors to it, and I want more than just salt. But anyway, this probably needs to be refilled. We gotta do a couple things, like base hair-wise, before we actually get started. Bear with me, my dear viewers. Let me see what we're going to we are talking about Wingstop. Hi, Annie Bean. Yeah, you're catching alive. Welcome. Zepsitar said, I have never been to Buc-ee's as an American. Well, I mean, Buc-ee's is not everywhere. It was funny, when I went to California for the first time, I have a friend that lives there, and I got her a Buc-ee's tote bag because California doesn't have Buc-ee's, and I was like, you're gonna be one of the only people that you know that has a Buc-ee's bag. And so I got her a Buc-ee's tote bag.
Welcome aboard.
And I was so proud of that. But yeah, Buc-ee's is an experience that like you should experience if you can. And it's also very funny to watch anybody's first experience. I don't care if you're from the US or if you're from anywhere else. It's just, Buc-ee's is funny to watch people experience for the first time. Okay. Let me see. I am a little, like, I've been really tired the past couple days for some reason. So I'm a little bit like lower energy than I might normally be, or like my brain feels like it's doing this, but I'm gonna be present and locked in for you all, and we're about to start making some really nice adjustments to our base here. Thinking we're gonna need more of these too, because I can't really have that many hydroelectric turbines because it just tanks our lag, or tanks the frame rate. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm thinking about what we want to start with. I think, wow, that was quick. see if we get more here. Nope, we don't. Alright. We need to make a metric ton of glass. But actually, we're not going to make a metric ton of glass.
Welcome aboard.
First, okay, we're going to work on this room. This room really needs it. I want to make... First of all, this moon pool is like enormous, and for what? I feel like I could... No, it doesn't let me. That's right, because I have the attachment already. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Hold on.
Welcome aboard.
Hold on. Let's look. Oh. There we go. No. Okay. Because I want to kind of pull it back. I kind of like the idea of the giant moon pool because it's kind of fun. Because, like, most people don't have a big moon pool like this. However, that's not what I want to do. Why? Why? But I want some of it to be moved back.
Welcome aboard.
It's just so big. And for what? Well, now it won't let me do that, so whatever. Why is that there? Alright, hold on. Why did it do that? Cannot deconstruct. Is it because I was stepping on it?
Welcome aboard.
There we go. I'm gonna pull this back. Why not? Okay. That's gonna make life way easier. What am I doing? Because it was too wide and there was like nowhere to walk. Cannot deconstruct. Is it because I'm standing on it?
Welcome aboard.
Shrink mode. Why? Why not? Fine! That's how you're gonna be. What? 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 Why? Why is it like this? Remember, this is still process. What do you mean?
Welcome aboard.
It might be because that's there. What? Well, now it looks weird.
Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
There we go, baby. There. Now that is nice. This can go bye-bye. Oh. Not bad.
Welcome aboard.
There we go. There we go. Because this just makes more sense. Like, the giant moon pool is kind of nice. It's, like, kind of cool looking. However... No, I don't want to do that.
Welcome aboard.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay. This looks so weird. Let's try that, see what it does. Bruh. What is this? This looks wild. Okay, no, 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 no.
Seek caloric intake.
That can wait! There! Look at that! Yeah! Although now I kind of miss my gigantic moon pool. But it's still kind of gigantic, so... Hello, everybody. Lots of people joining the chat. Okay. It is 6:42 where I am, which means in a couple minutes I'm going to have to feed the cat before she eats me. Okay. And I'm going to leave that long because... Well, then in this case, why don't I just... Because sometimes I want to be able to look out this way. And then I can, like, walk out that way. That was a sound. This is one of my favorite tracks. From the soundtrack, from the score. It's called Digital Reincarnation. It's so pretty. It's just, like, nice and ethereal. I love it. Yeah, we'll leave this. I'm gonna just leave it as this odd shape. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Alright, now! I'm just gonna deconstruct the entirety of it. Okay. Because I'm going to reshape it. I don't know if I want circular windows or if I want the long ones. Mr. Lou, or the Mr. Lou, is on a 3-stream streak. Thank you! How exciting! Much love to all. Much love to you. I know, sweetie. Give it a minute. Alright, so there's that shape. That is a possibility. I don't know how people are doing the circular windows. Now, instead, not a hatch. Yeah. Okay. What does it look like? Ooh! My only beef is that these are really short. Or like they're really small. It is cool though. What if... Thinking... Yeah. Let's do this number. But... Well, I can't see. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's what we do. Okay. Oh my god. No, no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. No, there we go. Alright. This. And then we can just have it where it's like alternating. Yeah. I like it. Picasso. Alright. And then we're gonna have the alternating one that goes up. Right there. Like that. Lovely. Let's see if I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. That's fun! That's fun. I like it. Right? What do you all think? Do you like it? Also, let me know. Do you enjoy base building episodes? Either here on Twitch or you can tell me on YouTube. Let me know if you like these base building episodes. Because usually people say that they love them. Thinking what I'm going to do next. What's my next move? What is chat saying today? Do love them. Thinking my next move is do this. Also, I know for a fact, yeah, do this. Yeah, that's immensely easier. No, I wish it would. There we go. All right. I'm liking it. Picasso. No megalodon sightings. None, unfortunately. Well, not really. I don't want to see those. They also are not alive anymore. We've been through this many times. Sophistication. If you... Jada Elcock, if you look her up, she's got plenty of videos talking about how Megalodon is not a thing anymore. It was a thing. Let me rephrase it. It is no longer alive. It was alive, but it's no longer extinct. It is extinct. It is dead. Let us make gloss. A lot of it. I like it, Picasso. Hello, that tuna fish. Welcome. Welcome, Brianna B12. Take your B12 vitamins, kids. All right. Back we go. Okay. I like it, Picasso. Yeah. 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 Okay. And then we're gonna make this whole wall glass. Perfect. Then ooh. Ah. I like it. That's fun. That's fun. So this is just the room that has lots of different windows. And I need to make an enamel glass. Hopefully I have the materials for that. We're gonna find out. I do. Not very many though. We might have to go get some more. A little trip to our other base. Alright, and I'm gonna put some here. Where is it? This right here. There we go. Still thinking how I'm gonna do the windows over there, but over here we can put pretty things. So, I might have to go get some salt. I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some salt. Alright. First.
Welcome aboard.
And we are going on a salt run. / honestly, an enamel glass run. I think we should go get some of that. And then maybe we'll get to see the deep-winged birders. So I think it'll solve some of our problems. Stained glass stories redeemed. Woo! An on-screen celebration, thank you! How exciting. Ooh. Very nice.
Seek caloric intake.
Okay. I'm gonna put... Oh, we have a lot of salt. Oh, we don't have any fiber. And we don't have coral shavings. And we're gonna want more of this. For a fact. So I'm... Here's what we're gonna do. We don't actually need salt, but I'm like running out of places to put frames. And we're gonna name some of these soon, don't worry. You got enough titanium, Brooke? Okay. Throw that in there. Just throw all of that in there. Good.
Seek fresh water intake.
Some water. We'll take the pent with us so that way we can plant it in our other place. Get some water. Just solve something. Water. And then food. All right, we're going back to the other base because I want to get Celestine, and we need more enamel. Also, while we're down here, this is great. This is going to be so helpful. Goodness gracious, that gave me a lot. Oh, it's because there's two. I'll just honestly take those with me because we also need them for the other base.
Aboard, Captain.
Ooh. Fix. All right, on we go. A knife! No! Because the chat said a knife. I do love saying that one. That one is endlessly funny. Kenton Manguido said, I just made the mistake of taking Spiriton from my HRT with Lipton peach iced tea, and it tasted horrible. Send help. I am so sorry. I don't know how to solve that problem for you. But now you've learned a lesson, which is to not take that with your HRT. So, someone said chew gum. Or eat. Alright. Maybe it will be more daylight. That's what we get over there. We're gonna find out. Is it dawn or evening? I don't know. Very cool. You know, I probably shouldn't be messing around. It is right there. Oh my god. I jumped, everybody. I'm not a noob. And now it's not bothering me. Okay! Well, we survived that, and it looks like it's day. Maybe? I think it's summer. I don't know. Alright. Ooh, Mentos would be good. We do. I want the deep wing brooders to come. Alright. Let's park. And make sure I've assigned myself to this base. Good. When we go to the next one, I have to remember that I have to assign myself to that base. Because sometimes I forget. And then it leads to things that happen to me off screen that were horrifying. Deep wing brooders, please! I beseech thee, come! Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna replace...
Starvation.
Muppet. Let's go, put all of that back. Alright. Also, I can take these. Put them in our bioreactor back home. So I'm just gonna put them right here.
Welcome aboard.
There we go. Let's put the pent somewhere. Put it here. Alright. Drop off this quartz. And then we'll put these here. Alright. Our goal is to go get Celestine and enamel. Because we need to make more things that have enameled glass, and then we also get coral shade right here. We also need Celestine so that way we can make a bunch of windows. Or not window. Y'all, I am just out of it today. Not windows, friends. We need Celestine for accent lights. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I'm gonna look for should be around here. I know! I know! Uh-huh! You all are big and bad. I know. I'm gonna get attacked by those two. Okay. Alright. They make such cool sounds. Also, I've talked about this before, but when you're diving or snorkeling, oh my god. When you're diving or snorkeling, you can't tell the direction of sound. So that would make all of the sounds in here immensely more horrifying. Also, there's a lot of animals in Subnautica that are extremely aggressive, whereas I've talked about in real life, they're not aggressive. Other, I think C and Me, I remember seeing talked about it as well, but I could be wrong. But animals are not as aggressive, thank goodness, as they are in this game. Now, if this is for many different animals, and many people know this, if an animal has babies, then they'll be quite aggressive and you need to not mess with them. But they're not going to be to the scariness that many of these animals are in this game on a normal basis. Whoop! Oh no, I thought that was Celestine, but it's just titanium. Don't you dare. Don't you dare! No! Stop it! Don't attack me! I'm just... Ah! I already took care of you. Shut up. So... is that sound actually the tree communicating with us and just stealing their voices? Because that's what it seems like. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I have been watching your videos because guess what? I'm also really invested in this game and thinking about how the story might unfold and what might happen when we get the next story drop. I'm very excited and I am really loving this game. And again, today I feel like I'm a little bit more low energy than I would like to be. I'm just kind of tired of everything I'm working on. With lots of manuscripts that are being worked on and coming out soon, hopefully. But yeah, it's a lot of process, and sometimes, in general, humans in general, we just think that we should be able to work really hard all the time, and that we should not get tired and should just be able to work, and that is not how it works. Particularly for those of us who are disabled, neurodivergent, which I've talked about this before, I think. Technically, neurodivergent identities fall under disability, that you're disabled in the United States, you can get Celestine. Every other time I don't need it, it's everywhere. But as I've talked about before, you are technically considered neurodivergent because, like, for example, in the United States, under the ADA, you can get accommodations if you have a neurodivergent identity, such as being obsessive-compulsive disorder, or being, like, having obsessive-compulsive disorder, which I don't have, or being autistic, like I am. There we go. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Now we're cooking.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And so some people who are neurodivergent, and this is, everybody is allowed to identify with and feel however they want about their own identity. It's not your place to tell them how they should feel. But some neurodivergent people feel like their neurodivergent identity does not disable them, and so they don't consider themselves disabled. But one of the things, too, that I always tell people is that you have to unpack your own internalized ableism, because we think of disability as being a bad word, and I can talk about all this kind of stuff as clearly as I am right now. Shut the heck up. Because I have been working on manuscripts in that area. But anyway, I'm going to take some of this too long at it because we don't have a lot of this stuff. Anyway, disability is not a bad word. Disability is not a bad thing. And the way in which different people interact with their own disability is up to them. But oftentimes many of us have learned internalized ableism in order to operate within a system that was built on patriarchy, that was built on colonialism, racism, misogyny, ableism. And so those strategies might have helped us for a period of time, but we still have this internalized ableism that may not help us to live our best lives. And so for me, being autistic, my disability disables me, sometimes more so than other times. And acknowledging that was really helpful for me on my healing journey. And of course, it's certainly not over, and I have lots of things to also unlearn. Can you shut up? But anyway, I was going something like that. Hello? Okay. What should I have? Because I got a bunch in the trunk. I also need to make sure that I save a little bit of Celestine so that way I can farm it. That'll probably be a good idea. You could also farm the enamel, too. Could be good. I will also tell you all that I tried to get all of the axon bacteria, and I had one that I broke open and I got it. And as soon as I broke it open, it disappeared and I couldn't find it. And I was devastated because I know that there's only 5. So I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't find it. I tried. And I was very careful when I was trying to collect it. It's just that the second that I broke, and I did this off camera, the second that I broke open the cage, it just disappeared. And I was like, great, thank you. So it is what it is. Let me like actively look at the chat because people are talking and saying important things. Somebody said that they would eat a lemon after taking HRT. I mean, I guess it would work. I've never taken HRT, so I don't know. Would sea creatures attack something if they don't know what it is? Because land predators tend to avoid what they don't know. So you can have that as well. And again, it depends on the species. There are some things that do like the nibble bites, or some critters are more prone to attack, like triggerfish or damselfish. It just depends on the species. And then I'm still waiting on my autism diagnosis, so under UK law, I'm not even disabled, even though I'm chronically ill. Yeah, and I know that in the UK in particular, there's very, very long wait times. There's whole papers on that I've had to read about it, and I feel for you all. Not saying that they're, that the wait times in the US are good. They're not, but... Hello? Okay, Ophelia. And then just been diagnosed after 23 years, so relearning myself all over again with my diagnosis while also grieving past experiences has been very tiring and exhausting lately. That's also something that it fell through the map. It probably did fall through the map, the axon bacteria, but anyway, that's pretty like a common experience that a lot of people report when they get their diagnosis. And a lot of people also report skill regression. Very common. So just know, everybody, you're not alone. a lot of people have had similar experiences to you. There's so many different people on this planet that there are both lots of people who might experience the world differently from you, but there are also many people who have similar experiences that you can share and can help you build shared community with. So that's also something that has been helpful to me to think about. Not everybody processes the world in the same way that we do, but there's also people that do share similar experiences, because it's just not possible that with all these people that no one has ever experienced something similar to you or doesn't process or experience the world in a similar way to you. Even though, of course, not everybody is going to have the exact same experiences. I don't know why I caught those, I just wanted to catch them. Alright. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. And by biscuit, I mean Celestine. Alright. We've risked it. We're done. So where's my... I almost said my sea glide and sea moth and everything but the tadpole. It is a tadpole. We're not gonna get that one. I'm just gonna leave it here in case I need it. Okay! Back we go. Back we go. Okay. Go back up this way. I have all those conduit crystals, but like I don't really know what all we can use them for, if we're being honest. At least right now. And I freaking hate those star rays. Magpie Brain, you're gonna play your horse game. You didn't happen to be previously called somebody with a moth. I don't remember what it was, but some kind of moth person. Mothwing, I think it was. You didn't change your name, did you? You see, the lore is that back during the Dredge series, the Eggies are here! Which means... Okay, so are they heading to our house? I think they're heading to our house. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Where's my ship? Okay, ignore everything. To the house. To the house. They're going to our house. Okay. It's gonna happen. It's happening, everybody. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We gotta make it back. They're heading right for our house. Look, they're coming. Ah! I just scared the cat. I'm so sorry. I get really excited. I love these. I love them. Yeah, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them back, and then we can catch them. I'm so excited. I love the deep-wing brooders. Awesome. How much stuff? We got plenty of space. We've got plenty of space. We're gonna beat them back. Yeah, there they are. Okay, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, which direction are they heading in? They're gonna go directly over top of us. Okay. So I am going to... My trick has been to like place... I want to go up and see them. Because we're fast enough, we can make it. I just want to go up and look at them. Look at them! Aren't they just so cool? Okay. So they're going this way. I love the deep-wing brooders so much. This is one of the coolest things in the game. This is probably my favorite thing in the game. Like, no joke. I just think it's so cool that they hide their eggs in with all of the bubbles. And then that they're so like densely packed with nutrients. What? Oh, that's not what I wanted. What a cool concept. Such a cool concept. Because it's so similar to something that could happen in real life, where they're masking their babies in order to protect them, and then they're also like dropping a ton of them in one go. Okay. So where are they? Because now it's hard to see. We've already got one egg. Let's see if we can get more. Where did they drop them? Oh, they didn't drop them over here. Uh-oh. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. So they didn't do... Sometimes they drop them over this way, but they didn't do it this time. So we gotta go this way. And sometimes they drop them, like, they dropped them here a little bit over top of our house, but sometimes they do it more. So it seems like they have, like, a semi-regular... They have a semi... We might miss it this time. They have a semi-regular migration path that they swim around in circles and do. But it does change a little bit. And it makes sense, too, that they would have, like, this kind of large migration that they would do with all of these, or at least like a pattern that they would like swim around and drop them kind of all over the place, because that would maximize the potential that more of them would survive and not be eaten. Because if you drop more eggs, then the chances that you have more offspring that survive are much higher. Because in reality, everything's going to want to come and eat these. They're, like, as we mentioned, they're super nutrient packed. Somewhere I have a tadpole. Don't know where it is. There it is. And so the likelihood that they would have a lot that would survive is very low, but you're maximizing your chances that you have more offspring that live if you lay a metric ton of eggs. And if they're doing the thing like where they're hiding these. All right, I missed those. Because the way that they laid them this time, and it also got dark on us, so that was part of it. But the way that they laid them this time was different than the way that they normally do it. So they kind of got me off a little bit. Yeah, we missed them. That's it. Hi! You're so cute! I didn't know they had those. Also, look at this! Oh yeah. Don't mind if I do. Well, that was wonderful and magical and lovely. That's probably the clip I'm going to add into the compilation, because the ones where I was so excited and happy in one of the episodes where it was the first time that you all got to see me find the eggs, in that one, remember, it was just so glitchy, but I might just include all of them. Call it a day. Hi, Cuddlefish with a tiny hat. This has just been a chill stream, so don't worry. We didn't miss too much. You did miss... Did you miss the eggies, or did you get to see? Put those in there. All of this is coming with me. I'm going to take the deep-winged brooder egg that I caught with us. And then, while I'm here... I should put a light right here. Okay. Nice. We should put... Okay, you saw some eggs. Great. Let's... No, that's not what I want. These are right under here, so I'm gonna put a light here. Yeah, no way.
Seek fresh water intake.
That way we can kind of see them at night, because they're a little tricky to see. Oh wait! Give them one more try, and then we will head back to our other base. Yeah, we might do... What are you doing, buddy? We might do one more episode before we go back to David Diver, but we'll see. Because it's looking like there might be another drop. The EA 1.1 might happen. Look at the little fish! So I'd like to see that. Okay. I think it's so cool that they included the architects in this, which I can't imagine, like in the Subnautica universe, I can't imagine how you wouldn't. But I just think it's cool that they have the structure here. And my reaction to the first time I saw it, I feel like was priceless. I was just so excited. Because I like that part of the Subnautica universe. Alright, so there we go. Nice! Full! Shoot! Consume. 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 No! Come back. I literally cannot lose any. I don't care. I cannot lose this. Fantastic.
30 seconds.
I know. Let's go drop some fish off in our aquarium. And we're gonna go...
Welcome aboard.
Well, that's not the way I wanted to go. It's here. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Get flashed by our slug. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
I'm gonna put the quartz away. Get more coral shavings, and we're heading out.
Welcome aboard.
Get in. See, we're gonna be slowly building up our quartz here. Look at that. And then we'll be able to finish everything in here, which will be nice. It would be nice. I bet this quartz is almost done. Let's go see. Yeah, it's just about done. I'll wait until this quartz is done again. This is gonna become a cycle. I gotta be careful. Can I get coral shavings from these? Guess not. It just looks like but you can. Which is unfortunate. Alright, we'll get more of this. We're gonna get some coral shavings and we're headed out. And I feel like we've barely done any base building on the actual base that we were planning on, but we had to go get the supplies, okay? There we go. Okay. Got this off. And we got to get the eggies, which I wanted. So.
Welcome aboard.
Put some quartz. Nope. Look at that. We are slowly getting up the amount of quartz that we need. Yay! I'm gonna leave. We've got Celestine here. I don't know if we have this here, but I'm gonna leave this. That way we can farm it. I'm glad that we can do metal farming now, because it's a game changer, genuinely. We'll go down here and we'll get coral shavings, and then we shall leave. Are there any coral shavings on the wall over here? Or is it just these outcroppings? It's just these outcroppings. Okay. I'll get these coral shavings, and then we're headed out! We're heading back to the other base. Because we need the coral shavings for some of the decor we shall have. Are there not more on this? Ah, there we go. There we go. Shut up! This is interesting. This looks like a structure. Maybe it used to be something. I don't know. Probably. I also think that the way that they delivered the last bit of the story was so cool. Like, we watched it multiple times in a row on the day that we found it, and then I've watched it since then, and it still gets me every time. I just think it's so cool. It looks really cool. It sounds really cool. I love this series so much. Genuinely. Do I have suggestions and things that I would like to see changed in the future? Absolutely, of course. But I'm really happy with what's out so far, and I've been really enjoying this. You were Mothwing! So you were the one that was playing the horse game! What is the horse game that you were playing? Okay, because I think I was explaining the lore and then I forgot. I got distracted. Okay, because I didn't see. So, there was somebody that asked on one of the Dredge playthroughs what horse game that you were playing, because they were also playing a horse game. So what was the horse game that you're playing? We finally get an answer. This has been a months-long question mark, but we finally get an answer. Shut up and begin. Not you, person who was formerly Mothwing. Legend of Kimori. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We finally have an answer, everyone. I'm so excited. We've done it. I'm so happy. Magpie Brain 6, thank you for your service. We love you. I have to find the old comment, but it was on one of my Dredge videos, and they were like, they commented and they were like, Mothwing, I don't know if you can hear me, but Mothwing, what game are you playing? Through the ether. It was really funny. And we've been trying to figure out what horse game you were playing. You play as a 13th century Mongolian courier. Ooh. That sounds fun. Alright. We've done it. The chat is celebrating. I'm so happy. Alright. Look at that! We can see our really cool windows. Alright. Now it's time for the actual base building. Look, we got our little windows. Those are fun. We got the big windows. Okay, let's drop
Seek fresh water intake
off. I have no fresh water. I mean, I have fresh water, I just don't have it on me. We're gonna have to make some water, because I don't have any water. It's kind of a problem. Alright. Let's go... I don't have any space. fine. I might just hold on to some of this. Bioreactor. Okay. I'm liking this. That. Also, I don't know if y'all saw, but the game devs were live for this. The official Subnautica YouTube posted a short where they had one of those like hard plates that you could put in your base, and they were putting a water slug on it. And then they were taking their water slug all over the place. And I was like, that poor thing is not designed to be going anywhere. I found it to be very funny, but also sad. What are you doing? You better not be trying to destroy my base. Suspicious. Okay. Let's look at it. Look at it. I love it. I'm so excited. It's so pretty.
Welcome aboard.
It's so cool. All right. Wait, where? Yes. And we haven't been here in so long. There's a bunch of fish back now. Not for long. Oh yeah, we also. So let's get this. Nice. And then we need to make a lot of water. Everything is running way more smoothly now. Space. Oh, that's right, because I got a bunch of stuff.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Okay. Change recipe to water from fibrous pulp. Not enough. Okay. Also, you can go in here. Have fun. Okay! I really just don't have space. Will I ever be enough space? But I don't want to put any more lockers. Well, we're going to use all this stuff, so now it's going to be kind of a non-issue. But I don't want to put too many more lockers because I'm worried about the lockers lagging our base. Like, this is not quartz, but I'm just going to throw stuff in here. Not water. Well, I don't want to touch those. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's line this with glass. 'Cause that, to me, is gonna give me a good indication I'm trying to figure out what to put over here. So I want to be able to visualize like what I would be looking at. Nice. 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 My dream base is coming together. I love our other base too. I love both of our bases. The other one is cozier, but that's on purpose. This one is just big. Okay. I love these. Look at that. Because if I make, I think I'm not going to make a window here, and or like I could put one maybe like in the middle, But I think I'm not going to put any windows there because it would just be staring at the base. Like, it's not much to look at. And instead, we can just put a lot of Axum lights over here. And what I'm also going to do... take this, put that in there. I don't know if it's going to pull anything from the Celestine because there's no Celestine over here. So that will take 10 minutes. Okay. But that way it can be generating that because I feel like we're going to use a lot of Celestine.
Welcome aboard.
We're probably going to want to make a lot of Axum lights because they are lovely. They have warm tones. Warm tones for light. How is the chat doing? I've been ignoring you all. Yes, we do want an update on the kitten that you pulled out of your engine. Please tell us. We are invested. We want to make sure the kitty is good. I'm gonna do this. This. It's my favorite track again. Again, shout out to Ben Plenty. The goat. Hold on. I feel like these are uneven. But we can move them! It's also kind of a lot. I don't want that many. Let me put one here. And I'm gonna move these. Move mode. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay, those are too close together, so put that there. Is that even even? Is that even even? Get rid of this one. Yeah. Alright. And then... Let's see how we feel about that. Just gonna stand on my tadpole. I'm gonna remove those because it feels like, I don't know, maybe it feels like too much. I'm gonna put an Axum light right here. Okay. The kitten is in perfect health. Just over 4 weeks old. A little girl. We're calling her Kiva. It means precious, and she is. I would have spelled it in the traditional,
Seek fresh water intake.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But your mom wouldn't let you. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I always feel bad when I don't know how to pronounce people's names. I'm sorry, you all deserve to have names and things pronounced properly. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna instead just have these as a row. But they need to be an even row, which they're currently not. No, I want to do move mode. And I want it to be even. Oh god, this is hard. Okay. So like right there? How does that look? No! My stepping
Welcome
stool!
aboard.
Alright. No, no. Move mode. I want that.
Seek caloric intake.
That's good. Okay. Why are they off center from each other? Also, this I'm gonna get rid of. It won't move, so it is what it is. Well, these two relatively seem same height. It's just this one that's bad. Those look. No! Ah! This, right here, they look fairly equal. Hey, it's fine. I'll just leave it. And then I'm gonna actually place this one. There. Do I have water? No, I don't. Let's go get some water and food.
Welcome aboard.
Alright. Water. Water, water, food. Time to make some glass. They're saying it's pronounced Cuba. And that there can be two pronunciations. And she's a tortoiseshell calico, tortico. Aww. Ophelia is a dilute tortoiseshell. Okay. That looks good. And then does this seem to fit? It does. Fantastic. Ooh, fiber. Oh, well, we're gonna need... Okay. First of all, go back up.
Welcome aboard.
We're gonna have two things running right here. First, I'm gonna throw all that in there. Goodbye. Then, time to cut. Get all of that. why we don't have to really plant anything. I'm going to plant a little bit, but I'm just going to make sure that I don't plant like a crap ton in one spot so we don't have any base issues. But I don't have to like worry as much about planting here as I do at the other base, because the other base is like not really that much stuff to get us the like
Welcome aboard.
we need, for example, but here it's everywhere. So we're gonna make a lot of water. Let her rip. And then a bunch of fiber. Let's go get more. Look at how nice! Everything is coming along! I'm so excited! Also, there's quartz outside. How much would I bet that those black hoverfish that I caught probably escaped my aquarium? I keep doing that. Makes me sad. Also, I think the metals are both ready.
Welcome aboard.
What am I? Okay. Get in there. And we're going to be able to have sprint again soon, which is going to be super helpful, especially in this big base. We're going to make that. That should be enough. Okay. Let's see if this is big enough to put a glove. Might be? It is! Just barely. Put that right there. Fantastic. What if? Fred here. I'm not gonna put Fred in here. Also, Fred is like not fitting. Fred doesn't want to fit in here. So, no Fred. No Fred! No Fred. This doesn't... It's like this thing is so big, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't really fit anywhere. And then, I don't think I've ever set up the drum. I don't even know how tall it is. Because we'd have to do fiber mesh. You know what? I've never done the drum. Let's go make some fiber mesh. Oh, right. There we go. I was like, where are my metals? Fantastic. Fantastic.
Welcome aboard.
Okay. No, we only have one. Well, that's a problem. Make a bunch of this. Don't mind if I do. I'll snatch that. Bye, Magpie Brain! And then, Cuttlefish with a Tiny Hat said, Tiny Red Spider just ran across one of my papers I'm archiving. 2 out of 10 experience. That is correct. I am so sorry for that experience that you just went through. Right.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. We need fiber mesh. Do I really not have a strong acid? I know how to make it. Don't. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Give it to me. Shit. Get. Alright, change recipe. Strong acid. Alright. There we go. Nice. Fantastic. So, we can make fiber mesh. And I don't remember how many it was. I think it might have been 2. Let's go look. Oh, Fia, don't do that, honey. Okay. How many do we need for the drum? 2. I was right. Oh, so to make another strong acid. Okay. We should plant some of the Nicoliasis for sure. Because that will be useful. It's really going on this biofuel block. Come on! Yay! Alright. We'll see what this drum looks like. Watch me not like it. It's all coming along. We got plenty of base to still build on, everybody. We're not done yet, don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, there's like 2 of them. Well, that explains why you needed 2. This is cool. I like this. Thinking about how to put them. Like this. God, I love this track. It's so good. Those are fundamentally in the way of me walking. I want to go over there. So I'm gonna actually instead move them. But this track is just... It's so good. It just makes me feel like... Wee. I like music. I've said this before. I have very emotional experiences with music. Alright, so those are actually really cool. I should start putting them in more places. And then I'm going to put a coral jar here. And then I can put a small one. Which is kind of the same issue if I don't have the space. I think that looks nice. Yeah, this is nice. I'm also hopeful that one day we're going to be able to like put pictures I like take pictures in game and then put picture frames around, because I did that a lot in Below Zero, and I really liked that. Alright, so this room seems pretty set. And then I should put...
Welcome aboard.
Let's see. There we go. Look at that. So much better. So much better than what I had. But yeah, this is just, it's cool because it's got all of the weird windows in here. Yeah. I like it. Picasso. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. I think the next room that I would like to work on is that upstairs, like, viewing area. We need to go get some more... fiber. Like, I like, sometimes when we do these long base building ones, I like to think of topics and things that we can talk about, and my head just feels empty. I'll just wait. And look! We got quartz in here too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah! But yeah, I've been pretty burned out recently. Autistic burnout, very tired, and
Welcome aboard.
it happens. And so we just kind of have to listen to our bodies when that happens, and take more breaks, which I haven't been doing as much as I should have. But I'm being kind to myself, which is hard. But you deserve to be kind to yourself. I think in a future update it would be really cool if you could make it where, like, this could be glass. I think that would be particularly cool. Alright. Can you play the drums? I don't know. We'll have to go back downstairs and check. Yeah! Look at that. Incredible! Alright. Let's... So this is just like a nice observatory. I forgot to make fiber. But that's okay! Oh yeah, I was supposed to put one in here and I didn't do that yet. Let's put a fabricator in there, but I didn't do that yet. We didn't get to that room yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there! We're gonna get there. Okay. There we go. And then we'll go see if we can play the drums. That would be cool. Even if we can't do it now, it might be something that's like built in later. You know what we should talk about? I should talk about Doctor Who. We've been talking about it a lot. Oh, you can't play him. Sorry, everybody. I should talk about Doctor Who. Oh my god! Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't actually like really dedicated time to talking about Doctor Who. So if you're in the Discord server, we've been talking about Doctor Who a lot. This window's gonna get changed, by the way. But I love Doctor Who. I started watching Doctor Who the summer directly before my senior year of high school. Or senior year of high school, yeah. And so, when topic change. I'm so sad it got canceled. It did not get canceled, so we're going to talk about that. So, the show is not canceled. It is out to tender. I am not an expert in this area, but I did look into this. So, they're just trying... That's not even even. They're just trying to find a production studio. Look at that, we can see it from here. That will be able to produce it because Bad Wolf Studios... I didn't realize you could see the light pod from here. Huh. And you can see those sticking out too. Interesting. You can see a lot from up here. Anyway, sorry. Bad Wolf Studios was the one that was doing it prior, and so now what's happening is that they pulled out, and Russell T Davies pulled out, and so they are still interested in making Doctor Who. It's not going away. The only thing that was canceled was the Christmas episode, the Christmas special, which I straight forgot was going to happen. But they are still, like, BBC is still very interested in making Doctor Who. They just need a studio that is going to produce it for them, and so they're currently in the process of looking for that. And so it just means that Doctor Who is going to be in a break. We don't know how long the break will be. I don't have any more insight into it than any of you do. But I think that that's what is needed. So I, again, started watching Doctor Who the senior year of high school. And I really loved Doctor Who, and so for reference, my senior year of high school was the 2013 to 2014 school year, so that's kind of like when I was watching it. I got to see the Christmas special happen in real time. Good job, yes, there were many Christmas specials. I got to see the 50th anniversary special happen in real time. So I was around when that happened. Where? Are the chairs? Oh. And for me, my experience with Doctor Who was that my brother watched it first and was like, you should watch this, you would like it. He does this to me often, where he's like, you should do this thing. And then it becomes my special interest. He did this to me. Doctor Who, happened with Star Wars, everybody. So I fell in love with Doctor Who, and for me, Doctor Who was kind of one of the first times, because again, I didn't know I was autistic back then, but I had always had difficulties with relationships with people, with social situations, and Doctor Who was kind of the first time in which I was ever actually interested in relationships. And like what it meant to have relationships with people, and how to interact with people. And so I like learned a lot of like what is it to have the human experience and that sort of thing from watching Doctor Who, which is not an uncommon thing for autistic people to like watch TV shows and learn, or like read books or whatever, or some media and learn how to like quote unquote be human from that. Which the irony of that is that I did it with Doctor Who. I know. But it did, that is beautiful. Oh my god. But it did fundamentally alter how I perceived and interacted with the world in a good way. I can't see anything. Hold on. I can't see anything. And so I do credit it with that, and I loved it. What I loved about Doctor Who is, truth be told, the camp is part of the show, okay? It is an important part of the show. I'm not normally into camp. I'll allow it for Doctor Who. I particularly love how the show... Okay, this is another room. I love how the show explores... Oh. I didn't realize this is where we were. I don't want this here. Remove! No, I want it to be removed. Anyway, I love the emotional cruxes of the show. Particularly, my favorite eras are David Tennant's era and Matt Smith's era. I do like Peter Capaldi, but it took a very long time for me to warm up to him. I think that Peter Capaldi is an incredible actor, but it took me a very long time to warm up to that Doctor because he was so gruff. I distinctly did not like how he treated Clara in the Kill the Moon episode. That deeply upset me, because it was uncalled for, quite frankly, and unwarranted. And I thought he worked the best when he was with Bill Potts and was essentially... I can't see anything. Was I really can't see anything. It would help if I put in lights, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Anyway, when he was like a professor type, I thought that worked really well because, like, I know people that are like that in my own academic adventures. But what the heck? Why is it doing that? Anyway, so why not? Whatever. There are certainly problems with all of those eras. We obviously, you cannot get past the fact that Martha, the way that Martha was handled was abysmal. And I've heard a lot of people who are black that watch the show, that are black fans, say that they would not feel safe with the 10th Doctor, which makes complete sense. And that era very specifically needed a lot more work that it did not receive, and I am on board for that. When I rewatched Doctor Who semi-recently, like last year I think it was, I cheered for Martha. I was like, you deserve so much better than this. So I was quite happy when she left. Not because I didn't like her, but because she just treated them so better. She was a doctor! A black woman doctor. Ridiculous. But anyway, my favorite episodes are the Christmas special. That's like, it's supposed to be the one that's like the Charles Dickens Christmas story. That's my favorite episode. I also love the episode Vincent and the Doctor, which is like universally beloved. Really love that episode. It's so beautiful and so devastating. I'm trying to think of what my other favorite episodes are. Oh! The Silence in the Library, those 2 episodes from 10's run. Oh!
Seek fresh water intake.
Those were so cool. And I need them to return to that, but I love those episodes. I thought they were so intriguing and exciting, and with River Song. And I remember being shocked when I found out that people don't like River Song, because I love River Song so much. She's such a badass. She's so cool. And her chemistry with any of the Doctors is good. It's juicy. And I love it. My favorite companion is Donna. I also obviously love Rose Tyler. I love Amy Pond and Rory. Ooh, I also, I love the Weeping Angels episodes in season 5. Season 5. So my favorite Doctor is the 10th Doctor. Season, with the caveat that he did not treat Martha well. Season 5 is my favorite season from a writing perspective because that felt like it like leaped up like by leaps and bounds from storytelling from other episodes. Doctor Who was my special interest, by the way, for many years, which is probably very apparent right now. I've run out of glass, and I need water. But season 5 was god tier stuff in my opinion. Really liked it. What am I doing? Water. Water and glass. That's not water. Okay. Let me see what the chat's saying. Do you have a personal favorite Doctor? Sorry if you've already said that. I've been messaging my trainer. Just in case you did not hear me, I do. My favorite Doctor is the 10th Doctor. But certainly closely followed behind. Actually, let me also say, I would say 10th Doctor closely followed by Ncuti Gatwa and Matt Smith's Doctor. Ncuti Gatwa, you know what? If this is going to end up being me talking about Doctor Who for 45 minutes, it's fine. It is what it is. You know, everybody's like, oh, this is a marine biology, like you're saying marine biologist plays, it should be all marine biology. Guess what? Marine biologists have other interests and things that we enjoy. But, somebody said they started watching it around the 13th Doctor. We'll talk about that, I'm kidding. So, I felt that Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, 15, I think, was an absolute breath of fresh air. I really, enjoyed... It's a kombucha I was drinking. I really enjoyed having this healed version of the Doctor who was very visibly queer. I thought that was something that was needed. And like, that's like, when a lot of people are like, if you would want a Doctor to show up at your door, who would you want to show up? Even though I say that the 10th Doctor is my favorite, I think that I would probably want Ncuti to come show up. My favorite classic Doctor is the 5th Doctor. I haven't watched all of those classic Doctor Who episodes, but I've seen quite a few. And I like his vibe. Yes, I know that his daughter is married to David Tennant. Believe me, I'm aware. I know the lore. I was there when some of it was written. Some of it, not all of it, obviously. But I really enjoyed Ncuti Gatwa. I had some problems with that run.
Welcome aboard.
The last episode was really disappointing. And made me genuinely angry. But it's fine. But Ncuti never made me angry, and I adored him. He'll never hear me say this, but yeah, no, I freaking loved him. He was so good. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Who knows? Anyway. Glass. Okay, so I felt like at the end of Stephen Moffat's run, it felt like, to me, he ran out of ideas. Which is fair, because he had been running that thing for a long time. And so, like, it just felt like to me like he had run out of ideas, and it was time for new blood. And then we got Chibnall, and I was excited because we were getting a woman doctor. And now it is time for me to say, with love in my heart, for Jodie Whittaker, nothing against her or her portrayal. I had a lot of issues with the writing of her because it felt like she did a lot of, I don't know how to solve this, would get frustrated about how to solve things in positions in which the doctor, when the doctor was a man, would not have had that same response. And so the way that it came across to me was that because she's a woman, she now is incompetent, quote unquote. Like, incompetence is probably not the word that I'm looking for, but you get what I'm saying. And I think that that is fundamentally not what we needed to be doing. And that it would come across in the wrong way to viewers. And so that was very frustrating to me, endlessly frustrating to me. What was also endlessly frustrating to me was that she was very bubbly, that's not an issue. I'm a person that has been described as very bubbly in real life. But she was very bubbly for most of her depiction, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, would get mean for no reason. And it just made no sense to me. And I was like, what is this? Because it is core to the Doctor. Like, the thing that would piss me off the most with the 11th Doctor, like, this is a behavioral trait of him that I think it's fine that they maintain, because you always have to make sure that the Doctor is a flawed person. The Doctor cannot be perfect. And so each Doctor has their own issues that they have to deal with. And I think that that's important to the character. And so when he would do this thing where, like, somebody would ask him a question and he would just smile, like this weird smile, and then not answer. That pissed me off. If you do that to me in real life, that will endlessly piss me off, and that was something that he would do that would drive me nuts. And so I feel like they were trying to make, like, her, like, fundamental character flaw was that she was, like, sometimes be angry like that, or would be irritable, but it just it came across in the wrong way to me, and, like, didn't make sense with the rest of her character. I also had an issue with, like, I know that a lot of the fandom was shipping Yaz and the Doctor, and I obviously, as a queer person, don't have any issues with the Doctor having queer romantic relationships. That's not my issue. My issue is that they shoehorned it in at the very end, because I'm like, if you're going to do this, they do deserve to have an actual, like, not shoehorned in kind of romantic story to it, rather than what they did with it at the last second to kind of appease fans. That kind of drove me nuts. There were, I had an issue with a lot of things, and the problem is that it could have been so much better, because there was a second episode that Jodie Whittaker had where I just thought that episode was incredible, and I was very, very excited about it. And I was like, this is setting the tone for the rest of her run and Chibnall's run, and I'm really excited about this. And I can't wait to see what happens, and that tone never was maintained, which is a shame. This is, however, I have to say, my opinion, and your opinion might be different, and that is okay. Everybody is allowed and welcome to have their own opinions. It is a television show, but not real life. But those are my personal opinions about the show. So I was excited
Welcome
when
aboard.
Russell T Davies was coming back, but I was also cautious because here's what I'll say. Russell T Davies era, I have mixed feelings on because the episodes had some really good emotional cores. Oh, I didn't actually make the fiber. That I really do miss. Like, the end of 10's run was phenomenal. Those last 2 episodes, great. Oh, Wilfred Mott is also one of my favorite companions. I love that man. When the actor passed away, I felt like my own grandpa had died. Like, we lost a real one. It was so devastating. People are talking about the age gap. Well, the age gap with the Doctor is always going to be immense, so... what else? I've been... who knows how long I've been talking about Doctor Who, but, like, spoilers for Doctor Who, I guess I'll have to put that up. But, what was I talking about with Doctor Who? Yes. So, Russell T Davies' run. And Wilfred Mott. There were some core parts of that were really, truly phenomenal, where you're exploring ideas about what would it be like to be somebody, that is essentially immortal, has seen and experienced far more. I don't feel like working on this one right now. Than probably anybody else. Like, more trauma than anybody else alive, or who's ever lived, has had to ever endure. And what do you do with this burden of you always lose people, you can never keep them. The people that you love the most could be hurt because of things that you have done with them. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Anyway, yeah, all of that. What do I want to do with this? I guess I'll just put it in the middle. Yeah, and then I want to put stuff around it. Okay, anyway. But that's always something that's excited me about Doctor Who that I really like. And we got a lot of that with Russell T Davies. We got a lot of queer representation, honestly, with both. Well, with all of the runs. But there was a lot of cheesiness that happened that I wasn't always keen on, but is core to the show. So that's what it is. With Russell T Davies' era. And then, of course, there were the issues of race. That it was very clear that they did not have anybody in the writing room that was black, or many other representations, and that's a problem. And it was very clear in the episodes. And so while it was nice that we had a lot of like the queer representation and the queer perspectives, there was the other issues. So I was like excited, but fundamentally I was like, cautious here. But a lot of people have said that it's probably partially because of the like 9 episodes per season that we get now. Might have been something that contributed to why maybe it didn't feel like as good of a run. And I think that's partially true. But they did try to address race and racism in the one episode that I genuinely don't remember the name of. As a very, very white person, I can't, like, I'm not going to say, like, I thought it was successful or not, because I can't have an opinion on it, because it didn't affect me. It doesn't affect how people view me. Well, it does in that white people can be racist. But, it's not my place to say whether or not that episode was effective or not. I do want to know. I don't know if I looked to see. There is one episode that was really cool where they were in a barber shop that I think was written by a black writer. That was a really cool episode, and I think that episode did not get its flowers from people, but I thought it was sick as heck. But yeah. What else? But yeah, I think that what should happen is that the next showrunner should be a person of color that watched the show, that like grew up with the show and is a fan of the show, to kind of breathe some new life into it. I think that is what is necessary to really bring it into the time now, and I think it would help tremendously. We'll see what happens with that. That's my personal opinion. And that they need to have more queer writers in the writers' room, which Doctor Who has been a lot better for queer people, representation in general. But they need more queer writers, more people of color, more women writers. And they have had women writers, so I will be very clear that there have been women who have written for Doctor Who. But I think that is what is necessary to really help ensure that Doctor Who can be the best that it can be, because I love the show and I know that it could be even better. That's kind of my spiel on Doctor Who. I could probably keep going, but I'm not going to. I feel like this feels really empty because it's just like a lot of space. But hopefully in the future we will get more items that we can place that can make it feel less like that. Did I not finish this? Whoops! Alright. Okay. Can I put an Axum light in here? That is the weirdest spot to put that, but sure, I guess. Can I put an Axum light here? You can! Heck yeah. Wonderful. And I think I'm going to remove that one. Yeah. So now we have that kind of like nice warm color. It's just there's a lot of glare, which kind of sucks, but yeah, the bedroom looks nice. I like it. Picasso. Very nice. I'm gonna put a table right here to kind of serve as like the kitchen table kind of deal until we get like counter spaces. Brooke, I think you missed your calling in interior design. I do. It needs plants. You are correct. I mean, you all may or may not. It's on YouTube. I have an episode that just shows my base in Below Zero. I'm really proud of that base. Like the ones that I made in the first one I like, but I don't like as much as the ones that I made, or the one that I made in Below Zero, because I had more time and like was used to building bases by that point, so I could build upon everything. So once we get more items, I will like this these bases more than the one in Below Zero even. Excuse me, it's the darn kombucha. But I feel like we don't have enough stuff to like really get this kind of settled. But yeah, I love, obviously you all have kind of like seen like part of my apartment from my TikTok videos, Instagram videos, but yeah, I love doing interior design stuff. One day, I hope I get to have a house that I can decorate the heck out of. I would love that. Alright, I think this is kind of as much as we can do in here for now. Kind of want to have more accent lights. I want to see if I can figure out how to put more of those in here. So I like that warm lighting a lot more. We still have so much space to build. Okay. But everything's working a lot smoother. There must have been a hotfix or something that went through, because everything is a lot better than what it was. It's working a lot smoother. I don't know what happened. Really? You can't fit? How? Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah! Look at that! Let's see if I can move anything up a little bit more. I asked Ben Clenty on Blue Sky what his favorite track is right now, and I think this is the one. He had said an insult to Octopose, which I think is this track. So this is his, if I'm correct. This is his favorite track right now. There we go. Look at that. So instead,
Seek fresh water intake.
there we go. And then in that case, we can move the, yeah, let's move this up. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. And then we'll move this one up as well. The move option is truly an upgrade in this one. I think it's such a great idea. There we go. Look at that. So then we have the nice warm lighting. Everything feels a little bit more natural. I like that a lot. I wish they had more like ceiling level ones that were like warm lights. They don't right now. This area again still feels like really kind of bare. We should go make the drums. We could make the drums again. Yeah, let's go do that. We could do that. First, oh, I don't have, we could make the drums, but we're gonna have to plant some of the necrolii somewhere. That'll be later. All right.
Welcome aboard.
We'll call it quits in this room for right now. And then Kitty poster. I'm playing, Ben said, I'm playing a whole different game and the seek freshwater intake still gets me. Oh shoot, speaking of which, I didn't do that. Whoops! See, this is when sprint would be nice. This room has we gotta add stuff to it because it's just like bare as heck and I don't like that. Okay. This thing is peak. That has been going on forever. Those are awesome. Alright. Oh, wait, we got a bunch of water over here. I don't need that though. Okay. There's the ball. Okay. I think everything has now been lined in glass, like corridor-wise it needs to be lined in glass. Which is good, that was the goal. This room is gonna get glassed up, don't worry. I thought about glassing these as well so you could see as you're going up, but I'll do that later. Okay, this room needs some more stuff. I just want to make it like a little bit more like crazy. I'm gonna put. And then. That's too big. That's good. Because we don't want necessarily too much up here, because this is supposed to just be like you come up here and you sit down and you look. But look at the world tree. It would be nice if you could like make this also be glass, would be cool. But you can't. That very cool. Yeah, I think as we get more items, I'll kind of update this room. But right now, I think that's okay. Like more items in game. Get it! That is not where I told you to go. Okay. All right. This is definitely going to get glassed up right here. Ooh, I have a nook now. I have a nook. A nook. I'm going to put a nook over here. I think that'll be a good idea. Right there. And then, can I... You can't put any there. And then However, could be fun if that's kind of fun. I like that. I do like that. I could put another nook. And then oh, it won't let you put anything there. Nope. But that's fine because I need two signs. One there, one here. This sign will say put this and then this one. Where's the up carrot? Yeah. Yeah. Except anyway. What if we continue the odd windows up here? I'm doing a lot of thinking. I'm sorry I'm quiet. I'm thinking. Alright. Yes. Why won't... Why? Hello? No. Yeah! Look at that! That's cool. I like that. Awesome. I feel like there's all kinds of window shapes that I want to try, and not enough time to try them all. I love that the Geordies just get stuck on those coral domes. It's so funny to me. Alright. Oh my goodness, guess what? We've run out of glass. However, it's not a huge problem because we got these. I feel like we've got a lot of Celestine, so I'm gonna take this out for right now. Pop that in. We need to go on a quartz run, everybody. It's quartz run time.
Welcome aboard.
Has the ice cream truck shown up yet? It doesn't show up over here. We did have a Deepwing Brooder appearance earlier because we went back to our other base and they did come. So it did happen. The ice cream truck did come. I think I'll put these here. Now we need to go on a quartz run. Get some water and some food. We have to stock up on food soon. I need to make more water. Alright, quartz time. Well, first of all, there is quartz in these coral domes. I've already seen it. So just do that first. It's right there. We don't have to travel this far. And then the quartz metal farming will be very quick. It's only like a minute and a half. Speaking of which, where's the metal farm? Okay. We need all the glass we can get. It's never enough glass. No, but seriously, it's never enough glass. I always need more glass. Sucks to be you, little buddy. Okay. I'm looking in all of like these places first. And then you can go further. Yeah. Okay. Can't get out that way. Just look at that beautiful lighting. They nailed it. Lighting in this game is just so gorgeous. As a sucker for natural light and lighting. Alright. Might not be any in here. No, we must have gotten whatever was in here. Anything on the outside?
30 seconds.
There's one. Fantastic. Look at that. Did you get all 5 mineral farms or 4? I've seen the last axe and bacterial culture get stuck onto the map for some people, me included. Yep, that's exactly what happened to me, so I only got 4. It happened off camera, and I was trying to get it, and it just disappeared, and I was very upset, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell people because I think it's my fault. Well, apparently it's not, because other people
Oxygen.
are also having the problem, so... I didn't die! Okay. There's some glass. Let's go drop this quartz off. You can also, in a pinch, use the processor
Welcome aboard.
to make glass from salt. I'm trying to save the salt because I use the salt for a lot of other things. So we're going to change this window too. I'm going to change it to something a little bit more fun. One of the more fun, like, window shapes. I know that there's a bunch of stuff in there that's not quartz, but you know, it's fine. And then let's cook up this Geordi. Cook up the Geordie. Nope. No. Okay. And then I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna cut a bunch of fibrous pulp, so we can be having water being made while we're doing stuff. While we're looking for quartz. And then our quartz is ready anyway, so we'll get it in a sec. Nice. So we're not going to finish base building today, but we're getting pretty close to this being kind of where I want it to be.
Welcome aboard.
And I don't know if we're going to do another episode of Subnautica 2 right now. We will obviously be finishing it, but I don't know if the next episode is going to be Dave the Diver or Subnautica 2. I have not decided. But we will return to Dave the Diver. Do not worry. Do not worry. I forgot what I was doing. Change recipe. Because I could have multiple more episodes where I just base build, but I know that that's not... Like, you all like them, but I know that that's not what people come here for exclusively. So, we might just call it quits for a little while, unless, of course, like next week, the next update drops. Then, that thing is still going. Okay. So, drop it. All right. Let's get this. And the quality's been really nice today. I'm very happy.
Power offline.
Whoopsie!
Welcome aboard.
That's a problem. That's a problem! Because we've got too much stuff in here. That's a problem. Well.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Grab some of these. We might have to get another.
Welcome aboard.
Bioreactor. Oh my god. This way, I can't see anything. Because I would love to just have a bunch of so these don't have a reserve power. Great. I would love to just have a bunch of hydroelectric turbines, but that's not going to work. We'll figure that out later. That's a later problem. If I just put like more solar panels and then have the reserve power, and that might help. All right. Let's see. There's still a little bit of lag, so I don't want to put anything here. The hydroelectric turbines after what happened last time, so. Alright, let's see if we can go find any more quartz. Would be nice. It would be nice. And then shortly here we're gonna end the evening because I need to eat.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ophelia. There's nowhere around here that we can do like the... It doesn't make any sense to do thermal power because it's too far away. That feels like it's over an edge that I don't really want to go into at night. Because while I really like the Shiver Leviathans after reading about them, I don't want to deal with them. Particularly not at night. So... Is that not a play? I guess that's... Where do I have the hydroelectric turbines? I think they're in that spot. It's just in a different way. Yeah. It goes through that way, yeah. So I don't want to put too many more there because it'll make it worse. I'll just probably have to make another bioreactor. Oh well. Sponges out here. Dang. But there's also
Welcome aboard, Captain.
there's somewhere over here too where it's actually close to one of the paths for the deep brooder migration. I don't remember where. Also, it's beginning to be light, which means power's about to be back online. A bunch of lead over here. Oops. Now that is a straight up edge, and we know who lives out there. We don't want to mess with them. Darn, that's a lot of... Look! Yay! Don't mind if I do.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wish I could put those in my aquarium. I like them, even though they're evil. They're not evil, they're just following their biology and trying to protect themselves. I still don't understand how they eat mollusks when they don't have a beak, but it's fine. But maybe they have grinding teeth and I just don't know it. Because I can't look inside their mouths without getting attacked. Is there? No, there's not. It just looked like there was. Oh, quartz! What are you? I need you, please. It's looking a little, like the frame rate's a little weird out here, but it's not too bad. Save me! I must have left that one there. See, they got all the little, like, circular windows, too. Yum, lead. Well, the thing is that you can eat lead in this game. You have to use the lead to make the sugar of Saturn, and then you use that to make the Tremoya chutney, and then also to make the pavlova. Yeah, there's a little bit of frame rate lag over here, isn't too bad. Also, there was one more thing that I wanted to do that I forgot about that's not base building, so we'll do that, and then I'll head off for the evening. I gotta edit this too, because it's gotta come out for Monday, so YouTube, you're only gonna be like, you're not even really gonna be an episode behind. You're gonna be right on time. Like it'll come out a couple days after the episode itself came out, but y'all will be the same. These have been driving me nuts because they keep floating down here, and then I keep trying to get them, and then it won't let me. See, it's driving me insane. There we go, finally. Because those are the remnants of when I had to get rid of the hydroelectric turbines.
Power connected. All systems online.
Let's put... Shut up! Leave me alone.
Seek caloric intake.
You're gonna tell me I need to seek medical attention in a second. Shut up! I'm gonna fry you. Jerk. That might help.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, see the pace is so big, it's kind of struggling a little bit. Hello? Oh, this guy's over here. Ah! I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. Probably already
Seek fresh water intake.
maxed out. Meow. Girl, you don't get fed for like another 40 minutes. Okay. We're dropping things off, that's not good. Okay. Grab water. And the thing that I was like, yeah, let me remember to do this, didn't do it. Gonna need that for the thing I want to do now. Okay. What am I doing? Let's go over here. Let me make a little bit more glass. Should be plenty. And then we're going to do the last thing and we'll end the episode. Cuttlefish with a tiny hat said, lead poisoning is one of your favorite kinds of poisoning. Don't get lead poisoning, kids. Lead is toxic at any level. Except apparently in this game. Because they let you eat lead, which I think is kind of nuts. Alright, That is not the full shape or size of that. This room is not done, but it's fine. Let me put the glass away, because if I lose this glass, I will lose my mind. And I will take the entire world down with me. And I mean that. But this room is gorgeous. Look at it. Beautiful. Okay. Where's the claim? I have an idea. It is an evil idea. You all will not like the idea, but I like the idea, and that's what matters. That is all that matters. I feel like I barely talked about marine biology today. I'm sorry, but don't worry. Marine biology will come back when my brain is not as tired from looking at revisions for multiple papers. Now, we've done this before, but I didn't go further. And I want to go. I want to do it. I want to see if I can make it to the ship. Also, I hear there's a surprise down here, and I want to see it.
Warning. Maximum
Why does
depth
it scare
reached.
me?
All damage imminent.
First, reach out.
Welcome aboard.
That's not it. That's not it. Give her a good fix. It's pointing at us. There it is. Wow, it wasn't that far away. Question's gonna be, is there anywhere that I can go in that I can get air? So we came up through there. I remember there was an Eva suit. My ship's up there. Oh, Fig, honey, you don't get fed for a while. That's such a shame. Ah! Okay. Alright, now I know where there's oxygen. It would have also been smart if I had brought something down here to show that this is where this is. However, I don't really want to do that. Ah, there's the Eva suit. Let me in! Okay. Meow! Sorry, pilot. My cat. Oh. Sure. I guess I missed that. Sure. Sure! Any goodies I missed? I'm more than willing to take. We're back, baby! Why is it beating like heart? I hate that. I wonder if there's anything we could scan. Honey, you don't get fed for another 20 minutes. I know you act like you've never been fed in your entire life. How insidious is it that it looks like they've got it set up where it looks like there's sky, and we know that's just not true.
You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Guess what I did? I even made it down here because I'm wild like that. I want to know who this is. Like, did you just get half printed? Like, what's happening? All right. Release me. Release me. I was concerned it would make me stuck in here, and that would have been a problem. Well, we know where there are sources of oxygen now, which means exploration. Can I assign one of those biobeds so that if I die, it'll just take me back here? Let me in. Oh, that sounds terrible. Can I? You cannot. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Let me out. Okay. Now. We know that there's oxygen there. So it's like caught on the tight rock board. It's so hard to see down here, and like obviously we're not gonna be able to see it anymore. And that's, I think, where we were. Obviously we're not anymore. So, where's the wall? This sounds terrible. Never mind. Yeah, forget it. If I get jump scared, I get jump scared. Still watch my eyes. Oh my god. Ah! Look at it! Ah! Look at it! That's funny. I think that's what's making the scary noises. It's very angry. Alright, let's go back up because I need some oxygen. But that was worth it. That was worth it! I knew it was down there, I had heard. But I had to see it with my own eyes. And that was worth it.
30 seconds.
Perfect. Alright. We've seen what I wanted to see. She's right there.
Meow. You're fine, kitty cat. You will live, I promise.
Oh, these died. I was like, what?
Captain.
Yep. Well, we've seen it. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, it's automatic pilot. And I mess with my cat like that. Okay, I don't want to like bang on the sides, but I also don't want to go out too far because I don't want to get got. But also, I think it's just a hole. Like, I think it's not connected to the void. I think it's just a hole is what I saw. Okay. Well, we lived. We saw it. We lived. Where's my house? Time to park and call it a day. And I bet the base is probably offline. It would appear so. Sure is. Oh, it's not. Okay. Alright. This is not running. Let's turn that back on. I might have to put, I think, 2 of these in here. But I don't know if it's, I don't think that that's gonna make the frame rate go nuts, but we'll see. More of these, though, would be useful, so. But anyway, we've done a lot of work. We've done quite a bit of work. We've got all of the corridors are now glass. This room still needs some work, but it's getting there. And yeah, it's coming along. Let's see how this one looks at night now. We've got all the warm light. Yeah, look, it's really nice. It's nice in here. Chill. More lights would probably be good, but yeah. We'll get there. Alright. Well, that was an experience. Thank you all for coming. And I'm excited for when we get a next drop for this game. And stay tuned for what's coming next on the channel. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if we're going to do another episode of Subnautica or if we're going to do another episode of Dave the Diver. We're going to find out. But anyway, thanks for coming.